it's time for the tale. News and laughter riding the gale. Movies to games, all the stories unfold, quirky and bold like a treasure of gold. It's the shameless Shekel Shakedown, y'all, where the chat's wild, no topic too small. Grab your popcorn and settle on down. We're the loudest gig in this crazy town. Pixel battles and blockbuster fights. We dig the truth, bring it to the lights. From reels to consoles, we'll break it down. Spinning the wheel in this jester's crown. It's the shameless Shekel Shakedown, y'all, where the chat's wild, no topic too small. Grab your popcorn and settle on down. We're the loudest gig in this crazy town. Pixel battles and blockbuster fights. We dig the truth, bring it to the lights. From reels to consoles, we'll break it down. Spinning the wheel in this jester's crown. It's the shameless Shekel Shakedown, y'all, where the chat's wild, no topic too small. Where the chat's wild, no too small. Grab your popcorn and settle on down. We're the loudest gig in this crazy town. Pixel battles and blockbuster fights. We dig the truth, bring it to the lights. From reels to consoles, we'll break it down. Spinning the wheel in this jester's crown. It's the shameless Shekel Shakedown roar. Twists and turns you can't ignore. So on the train there's room for all. We'll rise, we'll rant and have a ball. Breaking headlines with a wink and a grin. The madness is out, let the chaos begin. From serious chat to absurd laughs, we're shameless, we leave no stone unturned. It's the shameless Shekel Shakedown show. Tune on, let's feel the flow. Hold your wallets and hold your ground. This is the buzz and the wildest sound.
And it's that time again. What's going on, everybody? Whoa! I forgot to mute some music. It wouldn't be a stream if I didn't boomer the hell out of it, would it? Would it? What now? Come on, guys. I know it's a holiday. I know I'm probably gonna get less people. I don't care because I'm doing a stream. Because some of us have to work like normal human beings. You know how that goes. But honestly, I hope everybody has a good Memorial Day. I hope everybody has cookouts while I'm suffering and slaving away to make sure that things work when you go back to work. So thanks for that, guys. We got a little bit of a fun show today. Just a little bit. We're going to do some video game slob content talking about all these AAA studios complaining because we hate them for everything they've done to us for the last, I don't know, maybe 10 years or so. You know, the telling us we're not real fans if we don't pay them $100 for a fucking video game. And then complaining when we say, yeah, you know what? We've got better things to spend our money on, like, oh, I don't know, the roofs over our head, or maybe the food. But no, that doesn't matter to them. All that matters is that we give them money. While my show's called the Shameless Shekel Shakedown. Yes, I see the irony in that. We've got some King Billy info. Yeah, we'll give a brief rundown. Billy Mitchell is an absolute Giga Chad Kang, okay? And he's going to war with Carl Jops, the failed pickup artist. That should be funny. Oh, what's going on, Retrowave? Hold on, I completely missed. What's going on, Retrowave? How you doing today? bro. Yeah, no, I know we're starting soon. This is the intro to the show to build up some. Well, I should say build up, but buy some time for people to show up. Okay, you don't just dive right in. You got to build up anticipation. You got to be a showman. You gotta get everybody excited to see what's going on. You can't just be like, here's the article. You gotta ease into it. It's like when you pick up that girl and she's a little bit shy. You just gotta kind of ease in there. You gotta slowly work your way in, and then it's all good from there. It's all good, man. It is all good. Let's see. So yes, King Billy is on the agenda today. Oh, Hasan Piker, the nepo baby who got his entire streaming career from his uncle Cenk, was banned for 1 day and 6 minutes. 1 day and 6 minutes, which seems to be the trend. And normally I wouldn't even talk about it because Hasan's a fucking retard at best. But XQC kind of did a little exposed moment on Twitch and how they do their bans, and all these are just to I just lost my entire train of thought. To give the illusion that these streaming platforms care about people making terroristic threats and encouraging terrorism so that they could keep getting their tiny shekels off of advertisement. But yeah, I thought that was funny. And then I've got a 55-second clip of Jordan Peterson being absolutely destroyed by some atheist weirdo. It's actually kind of funny because he shuns Christianity. He will not admit he's a Christian. He avoids the questions at all costs and gets absolutely wrecked. And it's kind of funny, We used to look up to Jordan Peterson a couple years ago, and now he's a shell of a man. Oh, we have questions. Why Twitch streamers are accepting only 50 to 75% ad revenue cut while the Young Turks only got banned for a day? It's like a white mom grounding Dave. Yeah, no, it really is. It's how would I describe it? Hasan makes Twitch money. Twitch doesn't want to lose their money, so they will advocate for terrorism to keep making money. That's really what it is. Yes, he's caught lacking. He's caught lacking. He didn't stay strapped and he got clapped. Well, we'll leave it at that. But let's go ahead and start going into some of these articles. Where's the fuck? Why aren't you sharing? I know I shared. There we go. Yeah, and I had a genius idea. So I know I've got like the air quotes studio, which is my office setup, and I was like, I really don't like the way this is laid out. And I had a crazy idea. So here in about 2 weeks, I might have a new studio layout, which will be fantastic. Because I think I will be able to do like the third person camera in a video game for when I do my flight sims, which should be awesome. And then I've been talking to a potentially criminal, and I might join him for some model streams. And I think I can set that all up in a way that I can actually do everything and show everybody everything, which is fantastic, at least for me. I'm just doing things I like. I don't care if anybody watches or not. I'm glad if people watch, but it's gonna do what it does. First off, lower your damn voice. Nice office, not gonna lie. Looks like a set for casting adult content where there's no actual jobs. Well, streaming isn't a job. It's a hobby. It's a hobby. Let's be honest. It's always a hobby. Nobody who streams full time and says it's their job. I fucking hate it. I hate it. Okay, so anyway, yeah, we're gonna do the normal slop content run here. We're gonna talk about some video games because I like to laugh at these AAA studios failing and absolutely seething and trying to cope with the fact that they're losing hundreds of millions of dollars. Yeah, here we go. This one was kind of funny. Dragon Age actor blames fans for Veilguard backlash. Claims people just wanted to see BioWare fail. Well, I mean, they're kind of half right there. We do want to see BioWare fail because we're sick of the DEI bullshit being pushed into the fucking video games. Look, like when I play a video game, like the old Dragon Age games, I think the only one I ever actually played was Origins. I think it was just Origins. Because it had to have been on the 360. When I played that, I just wanted to kill shit. I just wanted to zone out. I wanted to do a nice little hack and slash. The characters were nice. They were fun to play around with. But you know, if I'm playing an RPG, I just want to like murder a bunch of shit. And maybe be the hero or the villain. You know, like in Fable 2, I was like the fucking hero and did everything. But you know, sometimes you just want to be the evil guy and murder everybody. That's why you have a bunch of different saves. But here we go. A Dragon Age actress is blaming fans for backlash against the Veilguard. In the wake of Dragon Age, the Veilguard's disastrous reception of the franchise's most recognizable voices is pointing fingers, not at the game's direction or story or development team, but to the very fans who once held BioWare in high regard. Yes, those times are over. When you made shit character designs like this, it was over. When you started putting in, what the fuck did they call that thing? I did a video on it. Doing a farv when you like misgender somebody, which was like exercise punishment. I mean, I guess for these fats at these studios, they would consider exercise corporal punishment and absolutely fucking hate it. But for the rest of us, this was all just fucking trash. That's why hold on, I can pull up the numbers. What was it? Steam, DB, Dragon Age, Veilguard. When you start pushing your fucking political agendas as a AAA studio, let's see. That makes it look high, right? The 1,500 players. Let's go back to 6 months. Oof. That emotional damage. Yeah, fucking fail. Everybody hated that fucking game. Nobody liked it. Because of DEI, it became hard for me to get into university. I'm a non-binary mom. Yeah, no shit. I knew a girl who literally claimed to be a multiracial lesbian just to get a promotion at a job while she had a boyfriend. Just throwing that out there. To get the promotion, you had to be a fucking DEI. It's fucking insane. But anyway, who the fuck is Alex Whitlam? Why do I have a feeling I'm going to be able to laugh when I see the picture of this person? Oh, she's not as bad as I thought. Not as bad as I thought it was going to be. But definitely... hold on. Fuck. Pull up the damn picture. Open image, new tab. Where are you? Where are you? It's not as bad as I thought, but it's still pretty fucking bad. Like, that's not... like, she got the fucking Joker lips, like the Nicholson Joker face going on. Like, you just throw the Joker mat. Y'all know what I'm talking about, or am I just too fucking old? Nicholson Joker. I might just be a little too old. Yeah, here we go, here we go. It's the same fucking face. This bitch should be recast as the DEI hire for the Joker. It really is. Okay, anywho. Best known for voicing the female Inquisitor in Dragon Age Inquisition, returning in Veilguard, has weighed on the fallout surrounding the title's lukewarm performance. That performance was ice cold. Every fucking voice actor in that game was just like, you could tell they didn't want to be there. They thought this was the stupidest thing ever. Or they were just terrible voice actors. Like, why were they even there? The writing was awful. The character designs looked fucking terrible. Like, what the fuck is that? What is that? And there's tons of these. Everybody took screenshots of the video game and was just absolutely shitting all over the game. Let's see here. Anything else? According to Reagan, the backlash wasn't due to questionable creative choices, X to fucking doubt, or the tonal departure from the past Dragon Age, but rather to really bad people on the internet. If your game fails so bad because of the bad people on the internet, fuck off. It means you're maybe making the game for the wrong fucking audience that doesn't exist. You know, it's all, every time we hear this, we're making a video game for modern audiences. It comes out and it's absolutely hideous. The writing's terrible. Everything's an absolute disaster. The coding's terrible. The game just doesn't fucking work. A Star Wars Outlaw is a perfect example of that. And you're like, but it's modern audiences. Well, if nobody's buying your game, guess what? There's no modern fucking audience. It's not that hard to understand. You fucking retards. Anywho, I also think a lot of people kind of wanted to see it fail. Yes, I actually did want to see it fail, and I'm glad it failed. I think it's hilarious it failed. That you guys would push your propaganda into video games and it starts failing, and you're like, no, you bigots! It's like, wait, hold on. I wonder if I can do this real quick. It entirely depends. We're gonna have a little bit of fun here. Where is that? Where's that fucking folder? Hope GTA comes back within Trump rule. After he's gone, it's going to be bad news. Bears or Trump just take over USA and becomes the emperor. Yes, I am all for God Emperor Trump. Look, I have a lot of issues with Trump. I have a lot of issues with the way he does things. But he's still the best. The absolute best. Ooh. I found the video I was looking for. The best president of my fucking lifetime. All right, let's see if I can do this. Hold on. I gotta figure out how to. Oh, I don't think I had the mic set up on that. You couldn't hear that. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. The joke's probably ruined at this point. I'll set it up for another one. But yeah, apparently GTA is supposed to have pride parades in it, which, I mean, I'm gonna go full Darryl Brooks. I'm gonna drive through a fucking parade. I'm gonna run every single one of them over. And then anybody who didn't die, I'm gonna get out of the car and pull out the RPG. That's gonna happen in GTA 6. Like, that might be the only reason I buy GTA 6, to find the parades and run over them. I love when DEI games fail as a person of color. We all love when DEI games fail. Let's be completely honest on that one. Let's see, what's the rest of this article? I feel absolutely devastated. Good. For BioWare as a studio that they got such mixed reactions. Mixed. They're saying it was mixed reactions. The game was a flop. It was a disaster and lost millions of dollars. They spent, what, like 10 years on this shit? And I personally thought it was going to be a really strong game. I thought it was just BioWare being more BioWare. BioWare's been dead. All these AAA game studios are dead. They have nothing there. They're creatively bankrupt. They are morally bankrupt. And they're becoming financially bankrupt. And I'm celebrating that shit. Yeah, it wasn't even popular on Twitch streams. Like, it wasn't getting views. Nobody wanted to see the fucking game. The only people that apparently were streaming it were the woke mob shills that were being paid. Nobody else wanted to see it. Nobody. Let's see. I want to see it fail, either because they're just really bad. Okay, which unfortunately, fuck off. Don't care. Don't care. Like, God, I think I did a video. They put in fucking top scars. You could have surgery from cutting off your fucking tits. That's what they put in the game. You know, it's the same reason I made the fucking video on Hero Forge. You know, they 3D print D&D models or little 28 mil scale. I think they have different scales now. They were like, now you can put your character in a wheelchair and give it top scars and we'll send it to you. And it's like, you are the most disgusting, vile piece of shit I've ever met in my life. You don't deserve air. Yeah, that's the video. But they did the same thing. You know, Add surgical scars on the chest and the character creator. Like, all this was done just to pander to the woke mob, and they didn't even turn up to buy your game. But they don't get it yet. They don't get that the emails about you need more inclusivity don't fucking matter at all whatsoever. They don't. And they never mattered. Sure, they'll flood your inbox with angry emails calling you a racist, bigot, homophobe, but they have no fucking power because they're all broke in their parents' fucking basement. Why do people go, yeah, no, it's mental illness. It's completely mental illness. We shut down the insane asylums, and instead of locking these people up, now we let them run around and pretend that they're in charge of shit and harass people. Kind of, like Hasan does. We call that foreshadowing. Yeah, that's enough of that. I don't feel like talking about that anymore. It's fucking over. The game's absolutely failed. But the second part of this is because we watched the Borderlands movie fail. Which, if you haven't seen it, good on you. I watched it. It was a disaster. I don't even think I made a video. It was so bad. But Gearbox decided that they're going to increase the price. The same thing I said when GTA was talking about the $100 price tag, and then Nintendo comes out with the $80 and $90 price tags, and everybody's like, no, we're going to boycott it. And then everybody went and bought the fucking video games and the Switch too. And I was like, oh, this is going to be fantastic. Now every game studio is going to think they can charge $80 and $100 for video games. Thanks, Nintendo bros. You fucking morons. But yeah, so Borderlands 4 is going to be priced at least $80. And I say at least because they might raise it up. But Gearbox CEO Randy Pitchford went extremely viral after a week-old tweet was passed around responding to a fan commenting about a potential $80 price tag for Borderlands 4. So let's see what this person said. Randy, this game better not be $80. Don't take that risk. A lot of gamers aren't going to pay $80 and feed this notion of constant increase of the price tag. You are a CEO. You have some say within the price when it comes to your publisher. And he's absolutely right. They can set the price. They can, but they won't because they're money-grubbing little fucking cucks. And that's coming from a fucking Jew. You guys are pricing yourselves out of the market. The same way I bitch about Games Workshop pricing themselves out of the market. So then they make these tiny little kits that have like 4 fucking people in them. And they're like, no, this is the entire game now. You know what a 40K game used to be like? We used to walk in with like 3,000 points. And if you don't know what 3,000 points and 40K looks like, well, depending on the faction, it's like 80 or 90 models. And now they're like, well, we know we've priced ourselves out of the market, so we're going to take that gameplay that you guys liked and paid for decades and decades and decades. What, I think like 40, 50 years? 40 years? 40 years? No, I'm not 40. I only got into 40K in like 2004. So I'm not that old. But it's like, now you get these little boxes with like 5 people in them, and it's like $50, and they're like, okay, now you gotta buy $50 rule books. Okay, now you gotta pay another $50 for the cards. Now you gotta pay another $50 for fucking paint, and they wonder why they can't fucking sell shit. This is the same shit that video game companies are doing now, and here was the response to that. I know I went off on a tangent there. It was kind of what I do. Not my call. Yes, the fuck it is. If you're a real fan, you'll find a way to make it happen. If you're a real fan, you will starve yourself and go homeless to give me $80 for a fucking video game that you're going to have to download digitally. Anybody remember back when game companies tried to tell us that they were going to go digital because it would be cheaper for the consumer and it would be faster and they could get games more, they could get more games? Does anybody remember that? Because I remember that being a thing. When these game companies tried to tell us that going digital only would make video games cheaper, well, wasn't that just a fucking lie? My local game store had Starflight for Sega Genesis. And fuck off with this. Yes, and it was a full game that didn't have day 1 DLC patches, and we could play for fucking ever. We can still play those games on the original cartridges to this day. What are the odds that Borderlands will be unreachable because of some de novo bullshit that you pack in there? So when you guys get tired of hosting the fucking server, you'll just yank the game from everybody. Like, what was it? Was it a Need for Speed, or was it no? Was it a Need for Speed? Anyway, one of the games where they just, you know what, we don't feel like hosting the server anymore. It's costing us too much money and nobody's buying the game because it's years old now. So they just rip the fucking game and you can no longer play your game after a couple years. Yeah, we can still play those $80 games. We still have the physical fucking media. It still works. Let's see, 91, 30 years later. 30 fucking years later, it still works. Is Borderlands 4 gonna work 30 years from now? No fucking way. So shut your fat fucking mouth, Randy Pitchford, you stupid fuck. Fuck. I may have gotten a little heated there. All right. Let's go to the comments. Dad once told me that the West has a big epidemic and it's mental illness. Yes. Did you? I mean, the shameless Shekel Shakedown. Like, I know I look sideways to read the screen. Do I need to like look more sideways? Do you see this shit? Well, thank you for being here. I make fun of everybody, including Jews. Everything is alive. Yes, absolutely. $68 for a copy. You know, I started playing Total War, and I want to say it was in high school. Because I want to say it was like 2006. When did Medieval Total War release date? Because I know the exact game when I started. Yeah, so it would have been in high school. It would have been between 2004 and 2007. Because that released in 2002. So, yeah. And that game was like 30 or 40 bucks. And it was a full fucking game. And if I had the disc, it would still work. You know that. If I had the disc, it would still work. Yeah, but now it's like, yeah, fuck that. No, I mean, kids can barely get fucking jobs because of all the fucking imports. And then the government, like, will pay you more for hiring a diversity hire. Like, fuck off. Ooh, wait, hold on. I have something for this. Because I saved it because I was going to use it in a video of supporting, we'll just say big companies versus indies. How I see piracy based on company behavior. EA, Adobe, Nintendo, Disney, totally okay. Not okay. Steam, Indie Games, Reaper, and WinRare. Yes. Yeah, I would 100% advocate for supporting indie devs versus pirating their games. Because a lot of them are better. A lot of them are a lot better. And they're not as fucked up as the AAA studios. God, yeah, I can't, I don't think I've bought a game since Borderlands 2. I really don't. Borderlands 2 is the last one in my Steam library. And I think I have that one because I used to play it on the 360. And, well, yeah, it was a 360, so it doesn't work anymore because they all got red rings. Those little bastards. That's another thing. I've got a functional Nintendo 64. And I want to say I've even got the original controllers for it. And it still fucking works. But you know what quit working after like 2 or 3 years? My 360. You know what quit working 2 or 3 years after that? The replacement 360. So I was like, man, fuck Microsoft. I'm going to get a PlayStation 3. You know what quit working after a couple of years? The PlayStation 3. You know what still works? The fucking DVD player I bought back in 2008. Yeah, fuck all these companies. We're gonna start moving along here to King Billy. King Billy. For those of you who don't know, Billy Mitchell is the king of Kong, who set world records and was in the Guinness Book of World Records for speedrunning video games way back in the day on old arcade machines. And he's kind of kept that score, and he's kind of kept going. And he sells some hot sauce now. And takes pictures and tours America and wears American-themed clothing. So we love King Billy here. King Billy is a G. My liege, I offer my undying fealty to King Billy here. So King Billy had a little bit of a problem a couple of years ago when this scrawny little white guy. Let's just show a picture of Carl Jobst here. Carl Jobst, well, he got sued by Billy Mitchell in Australia of all places for defamation. And Carl Jobst said it was because, well, he called Billy a cheater. And he led people around for years and portrayed himself as the rightful person in this instance. And everybody believed him because Carl Jobst had a major following and was trusted, and everybody believed him. And to the point that nobody actually investigated why Billy Mitchell was suing Carl Jobst. And it's because Carl Jobst is a fucking liar. He's an absolute liar. And he is a failed pickup artist.
Creator of ApproachHerNow.com. And if you're looking to increase your level of confidence around women and decrease the...
Yeah, so that's about all I can tolerate of this dude. This dude literally made pickup videos. Carl made pickup videos of him walking up to girls saying, "You're pretty," and then running away like a little fucking 4-year-old toddler, and was trying to sell these as pickup videos for people. That's cringe of itself and deserves him to lose the lawsuit. But what actually happened is Carl Jobst in his videos said that Billy Mitchell... Now again, this is Carl, because it's all been proven that Carl lied because he's a fucking liar who lies. Actually said that Billy Mitchell caused the self-deletion of another streamer that Carl Jobst was actually bullying. So, instead of taking the L and saying, "I fucked up," Carl Jobst has been doubling down, so King Billy is putting Carl in his place. And digging up all Carl Jobst's old Discord messages to absolutely destroy him because Carl just can't take the L. Carl can't take the L. and Billy is a king for doing it. You know, so let's say I have 4 terabytes of adult content. And remember, this is just a hypothetical. What's the fastest way to transfer it to a new hard drive? Oh, buddy. You might have an addiction. You might have an addiction and a problem. But let's go on to another one here. Because King Billy says, "I'm considering paying to boost my tweets due to this. Clearly, I need to increase my reach even further." At this point, Billy's just trolling Carl because he knows Carl can't look away and is going to keep watching and stalking Billy, the man who obliterated him in court. And is now claiming that Billy Mitchell is harassing him to get out of the hundreds of thousands of dollars that he now owes Billy Mitchell. And it just keeps going. Billy, my liege, make this man suffer for what he has done to you, King. And then this is the one I had to comment on because I read this and I was like, you don't say this. You don't say this on the internet. Carl says, "I got fucked because my lawyer screwed up. I wasn't allowed to show why I even said it." Carl's defense, from what he has said and what everybody has covered, was that, but Billy is a cheater at video games, so I should be able to this is Carl Jobst is saying he should be allowed to lie about King Billy and say he made people delete themselves. But it gets even worse because he said, "I didn't just make it up. It was wrong, but I did just lie for no reason." He didn't lie for no reason. So he admits he lied. What are you doing? What are you doing, bud? Oh my God. You can't. Yeah, there it is. Did you just literally admit to lying and say it was for a good reason? Bro, lying to get people defamed and ruin their business isn't a good reason. That's what the commies do. Oh, wait. You're in cucked Australia. No wonder why you think this is a good thing. Holy fuck. I'm glad King Billy is putting Carl out to work in the fields. Do it. Take everything. What do you think of simple pickups from way back in the day of YouTube? I never watched any of that. Like I went from getting out of high school, going into food industry, becoming a chef, and just like picking chicks up out of the kitchen or having a drink after the kitchen closed. And then I went to working in club promotion and helping out my buddies who were DJs. Where you're up on stage and you're the you're the person that gets escorted in past the line at the door, and everybody's just opening up ropes for you and doing all this other stuff. And it's like, why do you need pickup lines when that's what you're doing? It's like a cheat code. Yes. There's actually a lot more. Billy Pac-Man on Twitter. Go follow him. Go look up his profile. This stuff goes on and on and on. More 22 hours ago. That's the 25th. That's the one we looked at. More videos. And him doing all this. It goes on. Yeah, and every time he just, Billy is fucked. Billy is fucked. Billy is fucked. No, Carl, you got fucked. And honestly, with the lawsuit and what Carl Jobs lied about, if Carl Jobs had just said, yeah, I lied, I fucked up, I'm sorry, Billy, Billy just probably would have said, I'm not going to collect on the debt, like he's done with other people. Other people who he has sued for defamation who said, I'm sorry, Billy, it was a lie, I won't do it again. They got let off. They're like, nah, he's like, nah, you don't owe me the money. I don't want the king's tax. You can keep your money. It's okay. I just wanted you to say sorry for lying. But Carl Jobs can't even get that figured out. He's just going to double down until he's bankrupt. Oh, wait, he is filing for bankruptcy. You dumb fuck. Yeah, so I personally love King Billy. I love King Billy. And as soon as I get all the kitchen stuff put away, I'm probably going to order Billy's hot sauce and give it an honest to God try. I hope it's good, because I'm picky as shit when it comes to hot sauces. Let's see here. The next one we got. Oh, Hasan Piker. Hail King Billy! Hail King Billy! Yes, Danielle. Hail King Billy. What's up, Danielle? How are you doing today? You know, hold on. I might have to give Danielle some shit. Where the hell are my food posts in the Discord? We had an agreement. Happy Memorial Day, Danielle. I hope you're making some good food today. All right. Oh, steak later. Oh, you can't freeze steak. You can't freeze steak. You got to make it fresh. All right. So, Hasan Piker, the Nepo baby of, well, I don't want to say, the Nepo nephew of Cenk Uygur, who got his entire streaming career handed to him. And I've even heard people try and cope that say that Hasan is more popular than the Young Turks. So you know what? Hold on. Young Turks. We're gonna fact check that, because that was the comment I saw. That Hasan is more popular than the Young Turks, and it's Cenk who is writing Hasan's coattails. So let's go ahead and make somebody look like a fucking retard right now. How do I get to a profile? Okay, there we go. I don't use Twitch. The Young Turks come in at a whopping 6.07 million subscribers on YouTube. What does Hasan come in at on his Twitch streaming platform? 2.8 million. Listen here, you fucking retards. Hasan is a Nepo nephew who only streams because his uncle made it so that he could. So go ahead and fuck right off. But yes, Hasan Piker decided to come out and glorify the Durga Muhammad Jihad terrorist and say it's a good thing that they're all blowing people up and that everybody deserves it because he's a worthless piece of shit. So what does Twitch do? Twitch decides to ban him yet again, and I say yet again because we'll pop over to here real quick. December 7th, unbanned after a day. March 3rd, banned. March 4th, unbanned after a day. May 24th, banned. May 25th, unbanned. Twitch was going to ban him for his terrorist rhetoric because they're, well, I don't know how else to say it. Their advertisers, their sponsors don't like that kind of stuff, so they gotta make sure to get rid of those terrible people speaking out and banned Hasan for a day. A single fucking day. Oh, do I know about the Young Turk movie? Oh, you mean the one where they genocided a bunch of people? Are you talking about that one? Hold on. We're gonna do something real quick. I promise there's a point to this. Let's see. Where are? Let's do this one. We'll do this one. This one. What else do I got that I can go through? No. All right, this will work. This is what I could hold in a hand. I've got bookshelves. The bookshelves used to, well, they used to be bigger. I've had to downsize a little bit. I read a lot. And not like the, I listen to audiobooks. The actual, get back in there. The actual books that can't be changed later on. Yeah. I used to have a library that, no joke, was probably about 16 feet wide and about 6 feet tall. And it wrapped around the room, but it was a lot of books. Yeah, that's pretty much like all the Muzzies do. That's all they've done for a very long time. I probably like my steak rarer than you do. I like it as rare as a young white guy in the Philippines. Inside joke, the wife who lives in the Philippines. And I'm like one of the only dudes that has a beard and isn't bald. I got hair, but I do have hair. It does happen. All right, I completely lost my train of thought and we're on some fucking random video. Oh yeah, it was the embassy shooting where he says we need to have more of this happen. Yeah, Hasan, the fake commie who lives in a fucking mansion, is a multimillionaire who begs the people who have no money for money so that he can remain rich, was banned for all of a day. You know what would be a shame? Oh, what did they say? What did they used to do? The commies and 2020 and 2021 and 2022 and 2023 and 2024. Oh, right. They used to email all these companies that had advertisements on platforms and say, did you know you're helping support a radical terrorist? Well, they used to call us white supremacists, but it'd be a shame if a bunch of people started sending emails to all those advertisers and started the second adpocalypse on Twitch. And, something actually had to happen to Hasan on the platform. That would be a shame. But I'm covering this because XQC, I find him super annoying. You probably will too. I find him really fucking annoying. But he had a little stream where he said something that's actually quite telling.
Guys, I will leak a secret then. I'm gonna leak a secret. Ready, chat? Guys, I don't know if it still works like that. Back in the days, it worked like that. Okay. when you're about to get banned, they send you a DM. Your partner manager will send you a DM and will contact you. Okay.
So they were just doing this for show. They were banning Hasan for a single day. They were letting him know he was going to be banned for a day. And you would think like that's kind of the worst. Like, oh, we've got to keep up optics that we're fair, so we're gonna suspend you for a day. But wait.
And if it's like, oh, dude, can we hold off until this day or whatever? Sometimes they'll listen. Okay,
The implication is that Twitch will work with you to decide what day you want to take a vacation and ban you so that you can take your vacation and suffer no financial harm and keep doing whatever the fuck you were doing. Twitch is quite literally enabling terrorist organizations. It's not even a joke. Hey, we're gonna ban you on the day that you decided to take off so that you don't lose any money and you can keep making money and keep, spouting your fucking bullshit. It's like Twitch. Somebody is going to eventually say they're done being the nice guy. Well, a bunch of people are going to say they're done being the nice guy. They're done playing by your rules. They're just going to use your own tactics against you. It's like the when people say you can't be as bad as the enemy because that'll make you as bad as the enemy. I'm sorry. Did the U.S. come in and hand flowers to the Nazis to win World War II, or did they just, I don't know, make flamethrower tanks and run them over and bomb the living shit out of them, leveling entire cities? Because I think it's actually the latter and not the former, okay? You do what you need to do to win a war. Let's see. Yes, he does. He brought them on the stream and played terror. Yes. Yeah, no, he's completely fucking retarded. Absolutely the biggest pile of shit. Like I said, he pretends to sympathize with all these people, but he won't even go visit these people because he's like, I can't be safe there. I need to live in my multi-million-dollar mansion and beg all these brokies for money. While he wears fucking maid outfits, which Hasan made. Yeah. That's your communist. What a fucking fig. All right. Now I want to dump on Jordan Peterson here. We're going to dump on Jordan Peterson, the man who came out as a Canadian and was all for, free speech when he started and all for talking about things and, being the kind of the rock at a debate to remain calm and actually just debunk point by point all these leftist commie bullshit. But over the years, I've noticed a trend. It went from being free speech to, well, now you need to dox yourself because I want to know who you are. And you can't hide behind an online persona. And I want to know your name. He wanted to dox people who said they didn't agree with him. And I was like, that's a pretty big fucking change. And then his daughter's getting blown out by the Tate brothers, allegedly. She's just hanging out with the Tate brothers. Way to pimp out your daughter for clout there, buddy. Way to pimp out your daughter. And he seems to have just been in a steep decline to the point where this recently happened.
Why is that relevant?
Because you go to a Catholic church, don't you? Or you've attended recently. You're interested in Catholicism, aren't you?
Sure.
All right. Are you familiar with their doctrines?
Somewhat.
Okay, you're
Their
familiar.
doctrines are very
how do they
deep.
regard Mary?
Why are you asking me that?
Because you're a Christian.
You say that. I haven't claimed that.
Oh, what is this?
He went into this debate where it's supposed to be Christian versus atheist. As the Christian. And they're saying, you're Christian, aren't you? And he says, I never said that. He's denouncing his faith. Now look, I may not be Christian. But I won't be like, nah, I'm not Jewish. That totally never happened. I would be proud to crusade the world with my Christian brethren and cleanse it of the filth. But no, this dude's like, I'm not Christian.
Is
And
this
it keeps getting
Christians
worse.
versus atheists?
I don't know.
You don't know where you are right now.
Don't be a smartass.
He's not being a smartass. You literally just admitted you don't know where you're at, what you're talking about, or where you even are. This is some Joe Biden level mental bullshit. Like, my name's Jordan Peterson. Give me money. Like, what the fuck is this? How are you, the man who is the rock of the conservative party for years, losing to whatever the fuck this is? Like, this looks like it would be in a DEI movie where this dude's the cuck. Like, holy shit.
Well,
And I mean
either
it,
you're a
'cause I
Christian
won't
or you're
talk
not.
to you if you're a smartass.
Either you're a Christian or you're not. Which one is it?
I could be either of them, but I don't have to tell you.
You don't have to.
He's using the leftist tactics. I can be whatever I want to be. Jordan Peterson now identifies as female. He's a transmasculine female gobbledygook bullshit. What the fuck? No, Jordan, no!
To tell me. I was under the impression
private.
I was invited to talk to a Christian. Am I not talking to a Christian?
No, you were invited to.
I think everyone should look at the title of the YouTube channel. You're probably in the wrong YouTube video,
You're really quite something, you are.
aren't I? But
He doesn't even have comebacks. He used to have comebacks for everything. Is this dude literally just broken down to the like Joe Biden level of mental decay? Like I'm actually kind of genuinely concerned now. This dude used to be very verbose and used to be extremely adequate at breaking these people down. And now the only thing is that what you're going to do? I don't like it. Like, what the fuck happened, bro? Is he senile? Does he have Alzheimer's? Does he have cancer like Joe Biden? What the fuck is going on? What happened? What happened?
you're really quite nothing, right? You're not a Christian.
Okay, I'm done with him.
He can't even stand up to this little twink-looking shit. What the fuck? What happened to Jordan Peterson? Yes, what happened to Jordan Peterson? I'm torn. Like, I want to make fun of it because it's like absolute cuckery. But at the same time, I'm like, this is like legitimate mental decay. What is wrong with him? He can't do anything. Like, it's like when Stan Lee's family dragged him around when he was like completely senile and had no idea what the fuck was going on. Is elder abuse going on? I'm genuinely concerned at this point. You know, is it like Joe Biden getting touted around? Are they just abusing him and he's a husk of his former self and just needs to be, you know, left alone in a room somewhere? Like, I want to laugh, but I'm also a little concerned. You know, it's not like Jordan Peterson was actually a commie, which I'd be like laughing at this stupid fuck. That's what you get. But it's like, this one's a little more concerning. I'm a little bit concerned on this one. All right, what you got here? Didn't announce their faith. This is 26 men were killed by Islamic terrorists from Pakistan. Yeah. I mean, yeah. That seems to happen anywhere you have the Turkistan set up. You know, happens everywhere. China, Japan, Philippines, Malaysia, Thailand, US. We'll just say all of Europe at this point. You know, which I don't know if you guys saw. Let me see if I can find that video again. Somebody. Was it? It might have been. Woman arrested UK praying in her head. I think this is it. Yeah, this one got a bunch of backlash. But I think there's another one that's similar. Nope. Let's do this one. Here we go. Charges dropped, for now, against woman arrested for praying silently outside a UK abortion clinic. She was quite literally just standing there. That's just standing there. And the fucking Eurocucks are like, we're gonna arrest you for thought crimes. Yeah. Like, holy fuck, the UK's fallen. And at this point, the best thing that could happen is that Russia actually nukes most of Europe. Like, that's kind of the best thing that can happen. When you're arresting people for determining what they think in their head, yeah, you've lost the plot. You've completely lost the fucking plot. Yeah, Jordan Peterson used to stand up against shit like this. Now he's like, I'm not talking to you anymore. Holy fuck. Nietzsche's ghost fucked him up? That's an interesting thought. Maybe. No, I think it's I think he's in mental decline just from old age. I will take that into consideration. I will take that into consideration. I've got a lot of things going on, so like scheduling a time to have people on is like, ugh. It's like I have to get back to you, and then it like sits for 2 or 3 months, and then I'm like, oh, I might have some time, but we're gonna have to play it by ear. It's like I hate that because it's hard to schedule stuff. You know, I got real life work. You know, I've got real life stuff to do, and then I've got the girlfriend overseas that takes a lot of time. And I say a lot of time because actually going over there is like a 24-hour plane ride. It fucking sucks. And then spending time with her, yeah. So I'm stretched uber thin. So just take that as you will. I'm out of articles now. Fuck. I thought we were gonna go like an hour and a half, 2 hours. Actually, it's 3:15. I do gotta get to work soon because I'm a normal human being. And apparently, I'm the only one who can work holidays because they don't trust anybody else to keep the U.S. infrastructure running. So, yeah. Yes, she is. Yes, she is. She's a lovely little, like, 4'10" Filipina. She comes up, like, under my nipple. Oh, she's so tiny. I love it. But on that note, thank you everybody for being here. Make sure you smash that like button. Oh, right. We're in the shameless Shekel Shakedown. What are you doing? Why aren't you giving me money? I need that money. I really, really need that money, guys. No, but I appreciate everybody being here. Smash the like button. For rewatching, resubscribe. I'll cut this down into videos and put them out, I guess, tomorrow. But everybody, have a nice Memorial Day weekend. And until the next one, be easy like sleazy, guys. I didn't put the outro video. You know, we're doing the intro video.
Turn on the tube, it's time for the tale. News and laughter riding the gale. Movies to games, all the stories unfold. Quirky and bold like a treasure of gold. It's the shameless Shekel Shakedown, y'all. Where the chat's wild, no topic too small. Grab your popcorn and settle on down. We're the loudest gig in this crazy town. Pixel battles and blockbuster fights. We dig the truth, bring it to the lights. From reels to consoles, we'll break it down. Spinning the wheel in this jester's crown. It's the shameless Shekel Shakedown, y'all. Where the chat's wild, no topic too small. Grab your popcorn and settle on down. We're the loudest gig in this crazy town. Pixel battles and blockbuster fights. We dig the truth, bring it to the lights. From reels to consoles, we'll break it down. Spinning the wheel in this jester's crown. It's the shameless Shekel Shakedown, y'all. Where the chat's wild, no topic too small. Where the chat's wild, no topic too small. Grab your popcorn and settle on down. We're the loudest gig in this crazy town. Pixel battles and blockbuster fights. We dig the truth, bring it to the lights. From reels to consoles, we'll break it down. Spinning the wheel in this jester's crown. It's the shameless shameless Shekel Shakedown roar. Shakedown roar. Twists and turns you can't ignore. Jump on the train, there's room for all. We'll rise, we'll rant and have a ball. Breaking headlines with a wink and a grin. The madness is out, let the chaos begin. From serious chat to absurd laughs, we're shameless, we leave no stone uncast. It's the shameless Shekel Shakedown show. Tune on, let's feel the flow. Hold your wallets and hold your ground. This is the buzz and the wildest sound.